characters go crazy. Fucking eyelids finish. Or if you try anything like me, we need that black.
Hello? We good now? Holy. Bro, I was so confused, David, for a second. I was like, wait, what? No audio. What do you guys mean? I had a stupid Windows update like 2 days ago, or a day ago, actually, yesterday. And I guess I just messed everything up. Well, hello, everybody. Let's redo this again. How you guys doing? Yeah, go ahead and send me your PoE Ninja. I'll take a look at it. And, welcome, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a great start to your week. Welcome back. Today, we're going to just try to farm for currency, see if we can get some lineage support gems. I would love to get Rocky out of flow, which is what we're going to try on the Jade Isles. My question to you guys was, do we need to have the, like, Master Domain tablet out? You know, the one that makes the map also count as a forest for Visions of Paradise to work, and then we throw it in for the second attempt? Or can we just throw both tablets in on the first attempt and be good? Dave, the swap from the Forgotten Warden is mostly because I find a full evasion to be more tanky. If you're still running like 60-70%, I would say like chance to evade with about a 60% chance of deflect with Forgotten Warden, I wouldn't swap. But I only had about a 45% chance to deflect with a 60% chance to evade on the Forgotten Warden. So even with like all of our energy shield completely depleted, right, with the increased deflection rating you get from like having missing energy shield, we were having less chance to deflect than a full evasion body armor. So like we have more chance to deflect, more chance to evade, and same energy shield on a full evasion. So for me, it was kind of a no-brainer to swap. But yeah, that's basically why I did it. Let me make sure you guys have game sound. I think you guys are good on game. You guys have music. Okay, we should be good. The gloves are good. I swapped off them because we weren't freezing. Like, I was literally only freezing enemies around like 30% HP left. So for me, it was like, I'm not really getting a whole lot out of freeze, right? So I kind of wanted to swap off because of that. Because like if I was still freezing them at like, you know, 50-60% HP remaining and we were actually able to get a lot more uptime out of freeze and stuff like that, I was gonna like obviously stay freeze. But I just have so much damage now that like freeze doesn't really do anything for me anymore. So it makes more sense for me personally to like dip out of freeze and be like, okay, time to go into more non-freeze shenanigans. Oh, we have, hold on. Yoink. Can you go into these? I thought, Whisper able to go in Tron boxes. Maybe I don't have that set up yet. On the 3. What's your flat twister damage, please? I could check after this map, but I believe it's like around 45 or 50k or something like that. That should clear pretty much anything that's gonna spawn here. Yeah.
That's the one. Put it down. You're a natural at this.
But following your build only, yeah. I don't have an endgame loot filter. I actually still need to go make one, to be honest. I'm still using our leveling one. But if you wanted to use the same one that I'm using right now, you can just say exclamation mark filter in chat. Okay, what is this, by the way? 2 shrines that are stacked up against like one another. Give me both of these. Bump up. I have mana problems. How do you fix that? Go ahead and make sure your Whirling Slash is at level 1. Don't level past that, and you should pretty much solve all your mana issues. Bum 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 bum. Shouldn't go for anything. Reroll. We'll take and then reroll. Okay, nothing good. Oh, we had one more reroll left. Didn't see that. Fetch. We're good though. We're so slowed from temp change. It's crazy. It's T5. We'll take it. Yeah, whatever. Do. Alright, we need to pull you out real quick. Oh, come here. There we go. I'm gonna blight. I mean, I'll take that. 5 days right there. I got boss. Great build, by the way. Thank you for that. Got about 80 hours and now I'm loving it. Hell yeah. Glad you're enjoying it. Hey man, I've been loving the build so far and on the 12 mil version at the moment. Just got a question. Struggling with projectile speed on the twisters. The non-empowered twisters are just super slow and feel sluggish. Any idea what can I change? You could try to get a time loss emerald on the tree that will give you more, what do you call it? Like projectile speed on like notable clusters and stuff like that. That's what I have. Obviously make sure you're running projectile acceleration 3 on the twisters, obviously. From there, you could try to get yourself some gloves like these that have increased projectile speed. I think we're sending out about like 40 or 50% increased prior speed without empower. Also, having the Oroth's Conviction Gem on Primal Bounty makes it to where when we dodge roll, we get 3 empowered uses instead of just 1. So that significantly helps as well. So, obviously, if you can have all those things, it'll be the best. But, you know, just having one of those things should help pretty drastically. Alright, he should be phased now. Yeah. My game sounds a little low, huh, chat? Yeah, don't upgrade your whirlwind. That should completely solve your mana issues. I forgot this guy takes like centuries. Alright, let's get started on the bronze. There we go. Yeah, unfortunate. Didn't get what we want. We should have another chance though. I can't take the heavy bounce. Hold on. Get you out of there. I want the T5 heavy, that's for sure. Alright, we should have another chance at this. We want to go ahead and just corrupt this. Hopefully get a, you know, thing on it. A higher max life corrupt. Just hope that it hits. Unfortunate. Nothing. This goes for nothing. Okay. What did you hit, by the way? Double T1. Ellie Rose Fire Dex. I mean, very low cold, so we don't care about that. We don't care about that. That maybe we could do something because we could double like res it low key. Throw chaos on it. Then we'll go ahead and greater it. Maybe we have lightning cold chaos. It's not the worst. It's 4570. I mean, you could desecrate from there and just see what it hits. Lucky. How much should these go for? 75. Actually, it's probably better just to graders it and just hope that it hits, I'll be honest with you. Greater exalts. 1 for 4. We got armor. It's not the worst to have armor on it. 2 divs. Alright, we'll throw it up for 2 divs, see if it sells. Kind of sucks we didn't get life. We get life, it's pretty good.
Sure someone will want that.
So this back in. I started your build yesterday and went to the 60mm version. Got pretty much identical gear with the exception of the gloves. I'm around 67% evasion with the only 50% deflect. Any other tips? Make sure you obviously are running Wind Dancer, and that's on both weapon sets. Hold on, this doesn't go for anything, right? Nah. Yeah, make sure it's on both weapon sets. From there, obviously, make sure you're running the weapon set stuff on the tree, right, to get more attack speed and stuff like that. If you're doing the weapon set points for attack speed, or not attack speed, sorry, you're looking for evasion. Yeah, make sure, you know, obviously you're going for like mindful awareness and stuff like that for more evasion. You have Wind Dancer on. If you don't have the From Nothing Jewel, I would advise picking it up. I mean, it's careful consideration is crazy amount of increased chance, you know what I'm saying? To deflect and stuff like that. More evasion, like it's just going to give you a crap ton. So try to grab that. But I mean, beyond just having that, like more evasion on your body armor and stuff like that, there's not too much you can do.
I'll post it right away.
Any of these hit. Ignited monster damage, attacking cast, movement speed, monster elemental res. I mean, you could run that. It's 1 of 5. I mean, it's just pretty much the same thing. I don't think T16 matters. I might just run this one. I mean, let's say ignited. This is not ignited. It's the only real difference. Yeah, just run this one so we don't have to worry about ignited ground. No, we want to make sure that we're throwing in the more, what do you call it as well? More of the waystone stuff. Increased quantity of waystones found in the map. Waystones in the map, there we go. So, waystones. Okay, on this map, boom. Let's get it. Yeah, did you ever send your thing? Do you want me to look at Zedrit? Because I know you wanted me to look at your PoE Ninja, right? If you link it, I can take a look at it. Do you think Roll's Resolve and Brassdome combo would work in this build? And just drop all evasion nodes and go full brainlet DPS? I mean, it could potentially work. I just don't know how your defensive players would be, right? Because one thing is, like, when you're doing juiced maps, and especially when you start to get into, like, you know, 150, 100, 200% delirious, etc., like, it starts to become a thing where, you know, you kill an enemy, but they're still, you know, maybe have it on death effect, or that you're not going to see, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So it becomes kind of a little annoying at times to, dodge real quick, this guy, you know, to, like, survive, because obviously you can't really DPS kill them, because they're already dead. So that would be my only concern there. But, I mean, you can always try it. I don't think it should be that expensive to try it. And then if it don't work, just go out of it. there anything here? No, it's good. It's good moving. Alright, we good to go? Yep. Bump, 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 bump. What's the radius required from nothing jewel? Medium large, I believe. Well, the controlled metamorphosis is medium large ring. I think it's a bug right now on Mobalytics because I cannot change the radius of the from nothing diamond, and even if I delete it and make it inside Mobalytics, it's still is medium radius. So just go ahead and disregard that because all from nothings can't change radius, so it's always going to be small. My 84 on set ring. Hold up. Okay, I got you, Skixel. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and throw the PoE ninja link, make sure you do it on Twitch so I can see it. And then I got you. I can go ahead and take a look at your PoE ninja and see, and try to help you with some of that stuff. Bum, 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 bum. I went to turn both weapon sets. It's okay. It seemed odd to me that we were not getting auras on weapon set 1, level 90, and I have all the jewels. I had 1 spare point left over and use it on that node. Yeah, make sure, yeah, you for Wind Dancer and Ghost Dance, you have them on both sets. Like, that's pretty much the only thing that we need to make sure is on both sets, just so you know we can get that full defensive layer up. So no matter what, if we're on Rolling Slash or Twisters, we have all of our defensive layers. So. You
sensed it too, did you? The spirit.
What are we missing right now? So this, probably, hold on. Probably that thing, yeah. I'm losing my mind. Can't even tell where the trophy's at. There we go. I mean, I'll take 2 abyss tablets out of that, actually. It's kind of good. 3 banger. We don't care about you. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Nice. Do you have an endgame filter for this build? I do not, Zeus. I probably should make it because I know some people have been asking. Sprinkles, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Can this do 200% deli? Last time I tried this build with someone else's build, it just died everything. Rampage, I haven't tried 200% deli. I've done 100% deli and like 150%. I think it can do 200, but you might be kind of squishy. Because I feel like for 200% deli, for this build, you probably need like a headhunter just to get all the mods, right? To be like a lot more comfortable when doing those things. Just because of how many, on death effects and random projectiles and all that other stuff. Especially when you start stacking like abyss stuff with delirium. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think headhunter is just going to be needed to just make a more comfortable playstyle when doing those sort of things. So I would probably grab a headhunter, but out of everything that I've seen for a lot of the Twister builds, this is the most tanky one I've seen. A lot of people drop the amulet, go Yoke of Suffering, you know what I'm saying? Like, have less evasion and stuff than we do, less energy shield. So, like... Do you have man on kill? I do not. It's access from YouTube. I can't post links. Oh, okay, Sprinkles. Yeah, go ahead and post it. I got you. Drexify, thanks for the follow. Hey, what's up, Ajax? How you doing today, brother? What? What? He went invisible. What was that? Dang, we didn't get a chat. I'm so sad.
I'll take that.
I'm actually so sad. We can see what we have here before we do anything. We have one more left. Potentially roll if needed. I don't think Ghost March goes for anything. Yeah, nothing. Okay, just tribute and then we get out of here. Okay. Okay, what do you want me to look on your thing? What do you call it? Sprinkles? Yeah, I am. Ajax doing pretty good. Yeah, I kind of got to leave a little bit earlier today. Ajax, like 4 p.m. East or something like that. 3:30, 4 p.m. East. So I wanted to get on to see if, and try to like put in at least like a 5-hour stream today. Ready to go. Yeah, but right now the cost of the build is around 80 to 100 divines. So yeah, I mean, it could have went down, it could have went up. I haven't checked since I uploaded it 2 days ago. So, but around that time 2 days ago, it was about 80 to 100 divines to put everything. All right, so what am I looking at exactly here? I was mainly curious about survivability if I missed something. All right, let's see. You have evasion, energy shield, which is good with global. Pretty decent increased evasion. I mean, obviously you could always upgrade that, right, and try to get like a 3K, but that'd be pretty expensive. But I mean, that would help. I mean, you're going into there, you're grabbing mindful awareness, you're putting that point there. It's all good. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, you also have increased evasion rating on that. Do you have the from nothing? Crimson Assault, yeah. And then you're also grabbing Careful Consideration, yeah. Yeah, and you have Wind Dancer, right? Yeah, Wind Dancer, yeah. I mean, you seem to be running everything I have for quote-unquote stuff. Yeah, you seem to have like pretty much everything that I have, quote unquote. Yeah, you pretty much have everything I have, to be honest with you. What is my resting stuff? 66% evasion. I would assume yours is similar with Wind Dancer out. I'm not too sure, like, in game with full Wind Dancer stacks, are you at about, like, 60-something% chance to evade? With a 52% chance to deflect? Or what? Because we also go up a little bit more, because you gotta remember, whenever so when you're playing the build, you want to try to stay on that projectile that's being created by the owl, because that'll give you, obviously, a lot more, you know, chance to deflect and evade and all that stuff, right? So we go from 52 to, like, 60%, basically, like 59%, while we're on that. So we want to try to stay on that as well, if we can. But, yeah, beyond that, I mean, you pretty much have everything else that I have, so I don't really see anything different there. Yeah, the gloves, I mean, it's fine. These, like I said, these gloves are literally like 100-something divines, so I think, if you wanted to buy them. But I literally crafted them for like 20 divines. So 100%, like, if you can craft the gloves. Unless you can find them cheap on the market, obviously, but... Anything good on the ring? I mean, really good lightning damage to attacks. The dex and strength suck, and the evasion also sucks. I mean... I don't think there's really any point in cast rolling them. I think I'm just gonna sell it. I mean... Yeah... Yeah, because you can buy the same thing for like 2x. That never mind. Just delete it. Obviously nobody cares about that. We want to throw those back in. Okay. How much did these gloves go for, actually? Probably should sell these. Four
Let's
divs.
go, baby!
I'm gonna throw it for 4 divs, see what they sell. Number 5, see what they sell for 5. I'll take that. Because I don't need those gloves. Post my PoE link if you kindly check. Skixel. Did you post it on Twitch or YouTube? If it's on YouTube, I cannot see it. Make sure you post it on Twitch. Thank you, thank you for the follow. And my boy, thank you with the 2 gifted subs. I didn't even see that. So some W's in the chat for the boy. Thank you very much, man. Enjoy those emotes and enjoy that free in-game pet. Much appreciated, dude. I got you with the links under it. And then what did you need help with again, Zedrit? What do you want me to look for? Just like ways to improve the build or anything specific? If we get a headhunter, I wonder what's the best bet would be to solve res. I mean, I don't know. I would have to look into that and come to that when obviously the time comes, but probably just rolling more reses on the boots if we can. I know one of my slots doesn't even have res, like we have attribute requirement or whatever. So like that would help. Alright, I mean that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Way to increase damage, okay. You could try to roll a higher crit chance already, like just looking, I mean 11.2 is kind of a little bit low on the Grand Spear. It's not the worst, obviously, but you can roll up to obviously at 8%. So that would help. But I mean everything else looks fine on that. I mean Scepter's fine. Timing's fine. Your ring could be better. Right. The lightning damage is pretty low. Also, we don't need mana quality modifiers. Just make sure your rolling slash is at level 1 and you should solve all mana issues. So you can pretty much try to reroll a ring without mana and then throw better quality like catalysts on there to have more damage, like reavers or something like that, or at least like lightning, or just to have more damage. Could also, if you could, try to get a +3 Proj amulet. That would give you like another like 80k DPS low key. Your gloves again could have more damage on it. I mean, all you have is what, projectile speed and additional chance to fire a projectile, but there's like no flat damage, you know, no like crit damage, no flat LE damage of any kind. But I mean, besides that, they're good. Unless you're trying to roll them, obviously. If you're trying to craft them still, then keep at it. Your chest piece is pretty low. A 1k chest piece? I guess you're running Runic Ward? Are you trying to go for Runic Ward stuff? I don't know how Runic Ward is, so I don't know. On that front, but yeah, I mean, that to me seems really low for evasion, though. Like, really low. What is your evasion? Yeah, 31% chance to evade and 40% chance to deflect is pretty low. I don't know how Runic Ward would feel, though, but... Lord of the Wilds. What does Lord of the Wilds give you? What does that do? I don't even know what that... Where's that even at on the tree? Lord of the Wilds. Is it over here? Am I bugging? I don't even know where Lord of the Wilds is. Lord of the Wild. Am I blind here, chat? Where the hell's Lord of the Wilds? Just type in Wilds. Lord of the Wilds. Okay, so what are you getting over here? What are you grabbing over here? You getting like wide barrier or something? I don't know. I would grab Crimson Assault off that. I mean, that would give you more damage. That's like 30% increased damage and skill speed with Crimson Assault. So I'd probably change that. Your Time Loss Emerald doesn't really have any damage on it. Like, I mean, projectile speed is good, right? Charm duration does nothing for us. Lightning Pen doesn't really do a whole lot for us. And then obviously the increased duration of like Ignite and all that does nothing. So I'm seeing one, you could buy a better Time Loss Emerald. You could get a better gloves for sure for damage. Ring could potentially be upgraded on damage and stuff like that. Remove the mana quality and mana mod. So I would pick one of those and slowly just, you know, start to replace all of them, obviously. And then for defense, again, your full evasion chest, I don't know how you feel, but if you feel squishy, I would just drop the runic ward. And I mean, everything else looks fine on what you're running. But yeah, that's what I would like kind of focus on for right now. My PoE Ninja links, exclamation mark Ninja if you want that. What makes Twister purple? I have a MTX that I'm running that makes it purple. I think it's called the Chaos Bane Druid Twister. So you can find that in the shop if you want to run the same thing I'm running. The skill shop. Or whatever it's... You get what I mean, you get what I mean. Yeah, it's Abyss, Delirium, Ritual, that's fine. Powerful Mount Bash. Dead near, see how that goes with a T16. Yeet, yeet. Oh, this is your first season? Ah, okay, I got you, Zedrit. Yeah. Got you. Yeah, so like I said, just do one of those, like, definitely probably replace your chest piece for better defensive layers, just higher evasion. And then one of the other three things that I said for damage, either your From Nothing replace, your gloves get better damage, or your ring. Honestly, probably, like, looking back on it, probably replace your gloves first, then the From Nothing, and then work on your ring. That's what I would do. Oh god, we got so much Ignite. Why is there so much Ignite, chat? I gotta pick up all the splinters. How's my energy shield with 2k? We have a 2500 evasion base with Spectral Ward. They give us like, I don't know, 500-600 energy shield. And then as well as having our amulet, have increased energy shield, you know, energy shield helm, hybrid evasion energy shield boots, some increased energy shield nodes on the tree. What is it about 2k? MTX gives 69% more damage. Yeah, right. 69% more damage. Oh, that's hilarious. Twister over Monkey? I mean, I don't really like minion builds. So I much prefer, oh my god, am I getting slowed out the wazoo? Yeah, get out of here. I much prefer, you know, direct damage builds on minions. But that's just me. I mean, Monkey build's also really good this league. Okay. Ah, winning stuck. There we go. This guy, oh, that's why he's Wisp powered. I was gonna say, like, what's... Is he Wisp powered? What's going on here? Pick up the splinters real quick. Kill Solarium dude. I'm glad you joined the build, Zucker. Ground loot, a headhunter from PoE last league, and now PoE 2 0.5. Really, Tatesel? Damn. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I believe since 0.2, we've chanced headhunter in the first, like, week of every league. And sadly, this one hasn't, you know, worked out like that for us. Which is unfortunate. That's usually how I get my headhunters. Kind of hoping they just pop out from a ritual. Is spending 320 divines or whatever it is for a headhunter is crazy work. Anything but that, we've been fine, chat. Like 100 divines, you know. Why'd I gotta be 300, man? They're so expensive. Heat Shiver, I don't think goes for anything. Yeah, no. Unfortunate. Bum, bum, bum. Could you explain your standard mapping skill order? And what way? Like my rotation that I do through going through maps to like kill stuff? When do you swap out Aziz for the amulet? I did it when I was kind of around like 85. I don't know, like it kind of depends, right? Because the only issue about Beacon of Aziz is you get 0 defensive layers from it, and that's another reason why I really don't like Yoke of Suffering, because you get 0 defenses from it. It might not be the worst when you have like Headhunter and you're grabbing all these mods off rares and you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like once that becomes a thing, it might not be bad to run that, but I would much rather always kind of think more survivability when we have this much damage. So I kind of swapped out, like I said, around like 85. But I mean, you can swap out whenever you want. If you feel like you have the damage, I would just try doing a run without the Beacon of Aziz on and just kind of see how it feels. Okay, well this chick's annoying. Thank you. Oh, we have another point. Sure.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
Alright, we need to pull you out. Unfortunate, nothing. Another divine? Ancient? Ah. Hey, another divine. And then we look through all this. Yeah, let's go out here. Alright, let me just make sure that I am not missing anything you guys are saying. How much entering frenzy charges? I don't see anything in your build. Combat frenzy. This will give us a frenzy charge every time we freeze an enemy. And then on bossing, we have Sniper's Mark, which will gain a frenzy charge whenever we crit an enemy while the Sniper's Mark is on them. Can I start with 10 divs? We'll do T15s. I would say about 20 divs, 25 divs, you can do T15s. 10 divs, you can do like T12, T13s. But once you're going into T15s, you definitely want to have a little bit more than 10 divs in your build. Obviously, I don't know current prices though, but I'm just kind of going off of when I was doing it, right? Like day 2, day 3, when I was in T15s on how much I invested into the build. And I was about that 20 div mark doing T15s. But you might be able to do it now that like kind of the market has gone way down for a lot of the mid-game items, so. But yeah, I'm not too sure exactly though. What exactly uses them? Barrage. Barrage uses what do you call it? Frenzy charges to gain additional repeats. So you repeat 2 times, I believe. Yeah. Your skills repeat 2 times, and then every time you gain +1 repeated time per frenzy charge we have. So which just means we get more projectiles on the screen. Have you tried the lineage gem for siege? I have not. I can look into that. What are my graphic settings? I think like all high. 2 socket heat shivers sell, pretty sure. If you're willing to corrupt it, socket equality. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Tasteful. I'll grab it next time then. If I got Rockiata, should I drop Scepter for something else? I wouldn't know. I would keep the Scepter. Thanks for posting useful increased videos. The mobalytics on your video seems outdated. It should already be updated. I know a lot of people were talking about that. I need to, I guess, go reply to everybody or put like a notice out on the pinned comment, but the thing is updated. 16 mil DPS crit version. It's fully updated to what I'm doing right now. Like everything's there, the skills are there, the full skill tree is all there. If you're not seeing it, make sure you close completely out of your browser and then go back on mobalytics. But it's fully updated, so there's not really too much I can do beyond this point. Hey, what's up, Cradle? I'm doing good. How are you? What game of Spirit do you recommend for the Spirit Walker Twister build? The Ordained or a good roll to Quarian? I would go with the Equine Spear, like T1 crit. Some sort of flat LE damage. I'd probably do like flat lightning, and then you probably could get away with a full physical, like flat lightning, flat fizz, increase fizz. Just because we have so much gained extra damage as fire on the scepter, and then obviously we're converting a lot of that physical into cold through ice tipped arrows. So either that or like lightning, cold, increase physical with T1 crit is what I would shoot for. Okay, so you want me to look for where is siege? Supportive skills have increased area effect. Supportive skills have 20% more damage with hits against isolated enemies. This is, I mean, it's good, but it's also going to be less damage and like pretty much deliberation and all that. I mean, all you're getting out of this is the increased area of effect. The increased damage against isolated enemies, right? The more damage is nice, but you got to remember isolated enemies is an enemy that has nobody near it, right? So you're only really ever going to get that uptime on bossing. Whereas like deliberation or something like that, right? You're always going to get the increased damage from it, right? Like if we go take a look at it, deliberation, right? That is 30% or 20% more damage. So you're getting the same damage 100% of the time. You're only losing out on the area of effect, but yeah. So it's like 50-50. The frenzy charge we're gaining from combat frenzy. We gain a frenzy charge when we freeze an enemy. We can basically proc that every 6 seconds. And then sniper's mark is for bossing, and then we'll gain frenzy charge mark whenever we crit an enemy, as long as the mark's on the target. And that's how we're getting our charges. Any build link? Exclamation mark build. We can do that. So Rock Piata's flow inverts reses, and obviously the scepter will go ahead and make the enemy in your presence resist elemental damage based on their lowest resistance. So to my understanding, it pretty much is the same thing. We'll invert the reses, give them negative, just say 50%, and then Sacred Flame is basically gonna make them resist LE damage based on that res, so it'd be negative 50%. So it shouldn't conflict with each other. Unless I'm missing something, obviously, but again, pretty much everybody that's running this build on the top DPS like charts on PoE Ninja is pretty much running this scepter. There's a few exceptions where people are running Dreamer, but 99% of people are running the Sacred Flame. So unless obviously all those people are getting it messed up, plus I'm getting it messed up, it shouldn't conflict with each other. Alright, Smickles, how it going, dude? Thanks for the vibes. Just started your build, playing after 7 months. How you liking it, Gangland? If you're running Frenzy Spirit Gem, should it be assigned to weapon set 2? Yeah. It's good to be assigned to weapon set 2. Like I said, the only thing that we really need on weapon set 1 is just both our Ghost Dance and Wind Dancer. Okay, we want a lot of rarity if we can for this. 43% isn't the worst. Item rarity is 42% on that. It's kind of good. 41%. It's kind of good on that. Alright. That one's 40% corrupted. We can keep that one there. Go ahead and corrupt these ones. We might need to grab a little bit more. Vatty orbs. Vatty daddy orbs. 9 for 23.
All right, your order is registered.
Uh, 41 T16, 40, 42. 723, 13, 718, 13, but this also is a T16. Alright, we got our map. We'll run the T16. Like, something is so wrong. Early game, what should be the focus on this build? For early game, I mean, you want to try to get a decent spear with damage. If you're in campaign, obviously, going into like early end game, once you get around 75, I would say, you want to kind of swap out into crit, and then you want to obviously try to get a decent crit spear, so you can work your way up to like ordained, and then kind of go from there, and then just flat damage on like your rings and gloves and stuff. That's pretty much what I would focus on. And then definitely go for like a hybrid energy shield evasion for your defensive layers. Playing a lot of co-op with my friends. Who's built. Hope they give co-op players some options to tune other players' effects. Oh, they're not happy you're playing it? Yeah. Trust me, they haven't seen anything. Time to go play with Cast on Crit Comet Spark users. And see if they like that then. It's like 3 times worse than our build for clarity. Yeah, so Twister's the one I'm running is the Castbane Druid Twister skill effect, which you can find in the microtransaction shop. Just go in here, go down to skill effects, and then look for the Castbane Druid one, which where actually is it? Right here, Castbane Druid, and then these ones are the ones I'm running. This one and the other one, which is this one. It looks like they added more in here. Whirlwind, Druid Disengage, and then Druid Tame Beast Skin. Yeah, they added a little bit more, it looks like. Well, they actually have 2 bow skill effects down here. That's crazy. Unless these are, yeah, these are all new, actually. Anything new for Spear, actually? No. No. No, it doesn't look like it, hunt chat. Unfortunate. Oh, we are so zoomed in. Jesus. Alright. I tried out Hunters and did not like it personally. I'm using the Mage Blood now, 2x Diamond, Silver, and Bismuth. I wanted to know what you would run for Mage Blood using your 12 mil DPS build. I haven't looked into Mage Blood at all. I would probably definitely run Bismuth. The one that gives more crit chance, I believe, right? I think there's one for crit chance. And then, yeah, the last 2, I'm not really too sure. I mean, if there's any that have more skill speed, I'll probably be running that, to be honest. Trying to get that rolled, just so we have, you know, more attacks per second, and can move quicker, etc. But, yeah. Definitely Bismuth and the crit chance one.
She lost everything. You asked for more.
I was thinking about trying Cast on Crit Lightning Warp. Looks chaotic. Yeah, I mean, It definitely looks interesting, but it definitely looks like you would absolutely not be able to see much. Ordained is so expensive, but well, maybe some days. Is Ordained that expensive now? Let me go look. Are the free cosmetics any good in the game? Depends, right? It's season by season thing, you know what I'm saying? So like, I would assume you're talking about the challenges, right? That you can complete to get the cosmetics. I think this season looks pretty cool. But again, it's kind of season by season. Like, some seasons you may really enjoy it, the ones they're bringing out, and some of them might be like, kind of like, eh, right? Same thing with the supporter packs. So it's all personal preference, to be honest with you. But majority of the time, they do have some cool stuff, even like Twitch drops, right? And all that sort of thing. With the free cosmetics and all that junk. Game definitely does a way better job than most games do when it comes to free cosmetics, though, for sure. Come on, drop me a voices, game. Drop me a voices. Yeah, it's all res, crit chance, and skill speed. Yeah, I would just be running that one. Because there's really nothing else that we can grab that'd be like crazy, to be honest. I don't know, some of the Spark builds I've seen are absolutely non-visible at all. Like, Spark, cast on crit, comet, yeah, good luck seeing anything. Your whole screen's just ice comets crashing down. But I don't know what the new Spark junk is, if that's even what people are playing or not, but... Are they gonna have anything spawn this time? There we go.
He was a fool to put his trust in you. His power wanes and he shrivels to nothing.
Oh my goodness. Somebody's went crazy on the YouTube side of things. Hold on. Let me finish this and I can thank you properly. I need to get YouTube alerts, like, custom made. Alright. Let me look. What happened? Who did the craziness? The craziness? My boy Lonely with the 20 gifted members on YouTube. That is absolutely insane, dude. Thank you very much for the support. Let's get some W's in chat for the boy. Thank you very much, man. Glad you're vibing out and enjoying the streams and stuff like that. Much appreciated, dude. My boy went absolutely crazy. 20 gifted is insane. I respect it, though. I respect it. Listen. Because that, you're going to get some good Carmen out. You're going to get a Miracle Anja to drop or voices on your next Simulacrum run. Trust. Much appreciated, me. Again, much appreciated. How much spirit do you have in your build? I have 215. 215. But, I mean, honestly, since I took all Heralds out, we don't even really need 215. Because we have, like, 30 spirit left over. So, we can honestly probably drop, needing the Rabbit Idol for more spirit on the Scepter. From what I saw people running, okay, Ajax, yeah, maybe Spark kind of got different. Is this Delirium? Oh, this is Simulacrum right now. Yeah. Hey, Divine Orb. We also got a diamond too, which is nice. We got a Megalomaniac with gigantic followers. Your minions are gigantic, and then enhanced barriers, which is increased maximum energy shield. Does this actually go for anything? I wonder. It doesn't seem the worst. You have 235 spirit and you're trying LOE conflicts along with Trinity. So far, so good. Really, Jimmy? Okay.
Have an order?
4 to 5 divs on that one. Oh my god, 50. Wait, is gigantic following actually like crack chat? Did we just get a good pull? What do you guys think this will go for? I mean, if here, let me bring the site up just to make sure that it's an accurate reading. We gotta sign in. Hold on, chat. Can't let you guys see my login info, and you know, hold on. There we go. Yeah, it is 48. So how much do you guys think this goes for? That is correct. It's 48. I mean, that's 48. Enhanced barrier. There's not up with enhanced barrier. Enhanced barrier is like 5. Right? So this is 50 in itself, just say. I mean, if you combine them both, it'd be like 55. But, I mean, I don't really know what these other ones have. Let me actually, yeah, let me go back to the site and see. What do the other ones have on here, chat? Trinity Ring and that Ordained are really expensive. I'll take a look at it, Cradle, right after this. I just want to ask, ever since I took out the Herald skills, my Trinity's only getting fire filled out most of the time because of the one other element. Is that okay? Because it seems you're getting the same. I should be getting all 3, Jimmy, or Jelly. Majority of the time, I think I get 2. And that just comes down to, since we're taking out lightning, right? We're missing out on some lightning damage and stuff. So you would need to get some more extra damage as lightning. And then usually if you're not seeing cold, you just need to pop your, what do you call it? Your ice tipped arrows to convert that physical to cold on your spear, and you should have cold resonance. All right, so let's see. 1 with storm, quarterstaff. 6. Okay, so this is pretty, well, I mean, it's not the worst, I guess. Hourglass isn't the worst either. 50% increased melee damage. That's not the worst. I don't know, chat. What do you think I should throw this up for? I mean, ours is more defensive, right? Like, we're just getting more energy shields, so it's not the worst, obviously. It's more defensive stuff. Like, this is horrible. I don't know. Do you guys think I should throw it up for 100 days and just see if it sells? So, I mean, this is an hours, days. Hours. Listed yesterday. So majority of these are kind of up in the last like 3 hours. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 100 and just lower it low key. I mean, if this sells, we could literally get Rocky out of flow.
Someone is bound
Or
to
just
buy that.
keep trying to save up to grab like a headhunter or something. Raven's Reflection, how much do you go for? I think last I looked it was a div. If it's a div, we'll just go kill the boss. So it's 1 for 1, maybe 1 for 2 divs. Is it worth running, you guys think? Can we get anything good out of the new Pinnacle Boss of Delirium? I'm trying to remember if there's anything we can get out of there that's worth. I'm following through your Mobalytics guide, Killing so far. Will you be updating soon? It should be fully updated. If you're not seeing the new 16 mil DPS version, right, like the new tab, make sure you go ahead and close out your Mobalytics completely. You close out your Google browser and then reopen Google and go back to Mobalytics. If you still don't see it, try to click on my profile on Mobalytics and then re-click back on the build. That should update it and you should see the new version. Yep, the Raven Shard. I forgot about that, yeah. So yeah, you said Ordained is expensive now? Let me see. Ordained. 12 divs. Obviously, we need to make sure we have a Crit chance 1. So we'll do a 7% crit chance 1, right? I mean, these are corrupted, so you just say you didn't want a corrupted one? I mean, they're only 14 divs, they're not the worst. To be honest, I mean, this one is pretty similar to mine. More crit chance, more lightning damage, less physical. But I mean, this one's pretty similar to mine, and it's only 14. It's not the worst at all. I don't know how much a, you know, good crafted a coin would be. I mean, yeah, this one is pretty much better than mine. Slash the same for 14. Not the worst. Alright, we'll go kill the dude real quick. Let's go kill him. See if we get anything good. By any chance, could I ask what gives you lightning damage currently? I got Gloves Ring and Ordained with some extra lightning damage, and it's still not enough. We have a, what do you call it? Once I got the Heart of the Well with gain damage as extra lightning, I started to see my lightning resonance with Trinity go up a lot more. I believe Rakiata's Flow Gym is only like 104, 105 divines. Because if we get Rakiata's Flow, I can drop Ellie Weakness and we can throw back on like Herald of Lightning or something like that. Or another skill of any kind.
Stay calm. This is all my mind.
The eye of the storm.
In my realm, you'll obey my rules. Accept your fate. Stupid rat! What have you done?
Alright, give me Raven's Feather. I'm sad, chat. I'm actually so sad. I am sad. They gave us nothing. No tink. No tink. Is swapping from a spear with a little over 600 DPS plus 3 proj skills to Ordained with 600 DPS worth it? 3 more slats, so you're missing the plus 3. Do you have crit chance on yours? We about to just make a 100 div sale.
Shipment sent.
Oh my god, we made a 100 div sale. Chat, I probably could have sold it for higher, I guess. Well, I mean, there's only one person that joined. I think that was a good price. Maybe I could have got another like 15, 20 divines out of it or something, but okay. Yeah, I might have priced it a little cheap. I mean, there was none on the market, so it's hard to say, right? It's very, very hard to say. But, I mean, I'm happy with 100 divines, right? That puts us at 120. We technically could get Rakiata's Flow. The issue is that we keep, do we go for Rakiata's, or do we say, let's just try to save and go for Headhunter? It's just, it sucks to think that, like, Headhunter's 300 divines, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be saving up and pretty much 3x in my currency right now to get a Headhunter. Pretty much. I pretty much have to 3x what I have right now to get a Headhunter. Which is absurd to think about. I mean, hopefully we can pull it out of a ritual and then it'll be fine. I would love to get a Headhunter. I mean, I might wait on Rakiata's just because I don't need it right now. So I might just keep trying to farm currency because it's only going down, right, in price, I believe. It's 104, right? I believe it's only going down. So I might just wait because, and you know, tomorrow it might be like 95 divines or something, you know? You have no crit chance on the current spear, then Ordained is going to give you a lot more damage if you're going for the crit version of the build. Obviously, if you're going for a different version and you're not playing into crit chance, then that really won't matter too much. So you should be fine there, but yeah, the crit chance is going to be a lot better. One of these belts will give yeah, right. Like I don't know, maybe we should just start ritual farming, chat, and just hope to get it to drop or something? Like, is that the wave, low key? Like, is that what we should be doing instead of trying to do like abyss and stuff a little bit as well? It's just like, it's kind of sucks because all the good strategies to farm for stuff, like for ritual, it's like, oh yeah, you know, spend like 10-15 divines for all your tablets to go farm. Or more, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of just sucks that it's that expensive to do these like strategies that are quote unquote, you know, for like the re-rolling and stuff. Wish it wasn't that expensive. 100% more worth it, because it's also going down a bit. Yeah, true. I don't know, I think we just chill for a second, right? Farm today, and just kind of see what happens, right? I'm in no rush right now. Because what I would like to do, if possible, would be to get Rakiatas, Garkins, Headhunter, flip the tree a little bit, maybe better Ami, then put out like a final update for the build. You know, like 1 to 2 more final updates, depending, obviously. And then go do a different build. That's ideally what I'd like to do. But obviously, I mean, to get Garkins, Headhunter is like 600 divines. Like, so I'll need to grind a lot. Crit chance, I need the unique spirit, not an Aquarian base. You can run an Aquarian base. It's just most of the time, at least, like I said, when I was getting my ordained spear, a like T1 crit chance, a coin with good DPS rolls was like 50-60 divines, where, you know, the ordained was like 20 divines with you know, pretty like literally like doubling my damage of my current spear. So that's why I went with the ordained. I don't know if it's still the same case, right? Because a good roll to coin with like crit chance is going to give you way more damage than ordained will give you. Obviously, like I said, it just, I don't know how much the difference would be, right? I haven't looked. I mean, we could also take the 100 divs and try to craft a good coin spear, but I feel like going for like a Headhunter or a Rakiata slow would probably be better at the current state right now. You're at 25% crit chance on Twister currently? Yeah, that's super low. I'm at like 51% right now. And I feel like I should be around 60-65, low-key. Like, without buffing. Have consistent crits.
All those songs will be sung for you. You abandoned them. Her heart was broken before it was dead. You want to see more? Have you no shame? Because of your lies, he believed he could protect them. He couldn't even protect himself.
True, when you look for something, you never find it. Maybe better to reinforce it. Farming doesn't just buy it. True. I mean, I'd like to craft it. It doesn't seem that hard. It's, you know, it's pricey, because the best way to honestly craft pretty much any weapon in the game is to, you know, like hit crit chance or buy fracture crit chance, right? Or fracture it yourself with like T1. Then you just cast roll until you get like your percent physical or something like that. Then you desecrate to hit your other mod, and then you kind of go from there, right? You could obviously do like the perfect essences and stuff like that as well. But if you were trying to hit like, you know, crit damage or something on the suffix, there's really nothing you can do for that besides just hope that you roll it on. But I mean, you might be able to get away, like I said, with perfect essencing the prefix and stuff like that. And trying to maybe get like extra damage gained as lightning or something like that. I'm not really too sure would be the way. But I mean, again, it just sucks because cast orbs are very expensive. So it's like it could very well take you 20, 30 divines to actually hit, you know, the prefix that you want to hit. How do you set up a loot filter? I set up my leveling loot filter. I mean, I'm still using it. I set it up by going to Filter Blade. And then from there, he has a lot of stuff that you can do. You can select like prefix, right? Or I should say a preset. And then you can kind of customize that, or you can fully set up your own if you want to. But that's where I do all my filter stuff at. And we got double of them spawning. I wonder where this guy's at. He's at like immune. There we go. Alright, Grand Spear, low crit chance on that. Yeah, we don't really care about that. Low attack speed 2. I'll do this stuff we don't care about. We got another Raven's Feather, right? Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a website. I believe it's just like, literally, if you just type in PoE2 space filter, then blade, you should see it. It should be called like filterblade.xyz or something like that. And that's the site you go to. Oh, this doesn't go for anything, right? No. Alright, so we get Raven's Feather. Raven's Feather. If you were to get Rakyatis Flow, would you switch Scepter? Just curious. No, I wouldn't, Jelly. Like I said, I'm 90% sure that, what do you call it, has 0 effect on it. The Sacred Flame has 0 effect on Rakyatis Flow. From what I've looked into and what I've researched, I have not seen anything suggesting otherwise. And also, if you go to, like, I'm pretty sure, again, I could be wrong, but 99% sure that all the top builds that are running this on, like, PoE Ninja, that are running Twister, are all running Rakyatis Flow with Sacred Flame. With a few exceptions, people running Dreamer, but majority of people are Sacred Flame. So there should be no, like, interaction that's bugging Rakyatis Flow with Sacred Flame or anything like that. And again, I can go take a quick look real quick. Boom, boom, boom. While this is doing its, like, animation thing. Let's go ahead and take a look into the things. Boom, boom, boom. Twister. All the top DPS. This guy's at 10 mil right now. You click it. Sacred Flame, and he's running Rakyatis. So yeah, there should be 0 interaction that bugs it.
Stay calm. This is all my mind.
This guy ran away from me, chat.
Now you will see true darkness.
I'm gonna see true darkness now, chat. There we go. Come on, draw me Raven's Feather. It's crazy. I mean, we got Orbit Chance, I guess. It's more than last time. Talking the exact same stupid ring. Stop giving me that ring!
Choose what you need. Indeed. Goodbye.
And how many do we got? We got 4 orb chances. We could go ahead and try to buy 4 white base like heavy hunter, heavy belts, and just see if we hit what we want to hit. Probably not though, to be honest. Heavy belts. We want to go normal rarity search. 2 charms, 3 charms. Dang, they're a div. Heavy belts are a div for base. What the fudge? Well, I'm not gonna do that. That is insane. I mean, I guess it makes sense at 300 divs, but still, like, technically, you could buy 300 belts. Would you have a chance of hitting it then? Yes. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you're like meant to hit a orbit chance hit until about 150. Somewhere in between like 150 and 200, I think, is like normal, which is crazy to think about. All right, I mean, we do have a cleanse, don't we? Yeah, I mean, we have all this that's cleansed and stuff like that, and then we have also this that's all cleansed. So let's go back and run these. Reduce quantity, increase rarity, obviously cleansing. Also on a monster level area, you know, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. What is from this one? Did you end finishing the crafting those gloves? This is what I came out with, Jimmy. We pretty much have everything we need. It's just the evasion is we wanted to flip that off for proj damage or another flat damage to attacks. But this is what we hit. So the only way else for us to finish the craft would literally be to kind of keep doing what we're doing before. So like, for example, go ahead and get a bunch of whittles. Oh, sorry, Johnny. I'm gonna whittles, right? Some cast orbs. Grab the sovereign alloy and then target prefix, and then you'd have a 50-50 chance to hit proj speed, right? With the sovereign alloy. And then you would, you know, hope that you hit the evasion. If you hit the proj speed, obviously, then you would just pretty much whittle reroll until you get that back again, and then literally just do it again. Hope that you hit the evasion, and then just keep doing it. So I mean, that could take, you know, anywhere from a few, you know, whittles to hundreds of divines. You know what I'm saying? But like what we have right now, you're not missing a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I mean, it's more survivability. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to like, quote unquote, keep re-rolling it and trying to hit best in slot, or what I want to do. But isn't Gemling better now? In what way? Like with the updates and patch notes and stuff, did they change to him? Yeah. He's better than what he was before. Unless you're talking about something different. I'm not seeing any Twister Gemlings. Nope. Back here, yeah, it's good. Hit the wide bout. Maybe it'll hit something crack. I don't have any chaos orbs. Make sure we're out of the fire explosions for a second. There we go. Grab the Sim Splinter. Let's go here and clear this. What are we missing down here, by the way, chat? We good now? We're not good. What are we missing? Interesting. Do we get another glitch to work the one? I'm so slewed. Here we go. Oh wait, we fix this. Hold on. Here we go. Did we cut him? Yeah, we did. Alright, give me something good out of this chest. Nothing good. It's insane. I'm rerolling right now. For Spirit Walker, you get free 40% attack speed on rolling and proc speed on Twister. What's the thing again? Just 40% attack speed and then what? What do you get on Twister? 40% increased proc speed? Good. Everything dead. There we go. Thanks for the build update. I'm rocking with the build. Hi, yeah, Doki. Would you put heightened charges in full on duration on Barrage? I mean, you can if you want. I mean, prolonged duration will just allow the buff to last longer until you need to use it. But yeah, you could. Do do do. Do 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 do. Let's see what we get out of this. Unfortunate, chat. Control annulment, but I don't think that goes for anything. Oh, sisters, I send corrected. I send corrected. Like that. Little six Davy div. So what does the quality again on for gemling do on twisters and rolling slash? Is it just 40% increased projectile speed and 40% increased attack speed? Is that what it does? What's my DPS on twister? I can show you once we get to the map, like out of the map. I can show you you know, base non-buffed twister. We missed the essence. Oh, there it is over there. Gotta make sure that there's nothing cracked over here. They're the worst. Yeah. Wish I had a corruption orb, a valley orb. That'd have been nice. Hold on, let everything explode. There we go. What can we get out of this? 2 orbs of chances, rare unique item all day, every day. 100%. 100%. Looks like Night Ground is actually like clocking me though. Alright, hold on. Let me go in here real quick. There we go. Come back out. So I'm not dealing with that the whole time. There you go. Oh. That might suffer something decent. Extra arrow room? Potentially.
Our pockets are full.
Alright, let's get out of here. How do you move so fast via slashes? Can't get it. More attack speed. So DPS right now on Twisters is 52.7k. Unbuffed. And then yeah, our rolling slash we have 5.5 attacks per second, and then whenever we're on our soaring ground, we do get an onslaught, and this will go up to oh god, I think our onslaught went away. About 5.5 attacks per second, something like that, 5.6 attacks per second. So we're close to 6 attacks per second. We're close.
This is all we have. Gold is useless to me. Take it.
Yeah, how much is the bow tax for additional arrow? Go for. Hoping it's like a div or 2, not just like 20x. Okay, never mind. It's 8x. What are we looking at for 265? We're almost at 300 for simulacrum, which I don't know how much a simulacrum goes for.
Yes.
Alright, so about 6.3 diffs. Not bad. Not the worst. What do you draw for Rakiatas? Probably like elemental armament, that or conquer effect, either one. What do you think about Tangle Tongue Unique Spirit? Though it's got Rakiatas built in. Well, I think you mean Garkins built in. I don't think you mean Rakiatas. I think you mean Garkins. Unless I'm completely bugging, but I believe you mean Garkins. Yeah, you mean Garkins because it technically has twice crits. It's good. The issue is it has like very, very low flat damage, so even if you're double critting, right, you're not getting more damage than like an Ordained Spear with normal crits, to be honest with you. So it's great early game, falls off heavily around T15s when you can get some currency to get like Ordained and higher just DPS spears. Even the Legacy variant isn't that good. Barely generating tons of charges on the new setup. Even running freeze on Ice Stairs, it feels bad. Really? I have no issues. Do you have a cold damage gained Heart of the Well? Did you remove the 60 mil build from MOBA? Shouldn't have. No, I didn't touch it. Let me go back to MOBA and see if it's still there. No, it's 60 mil DPS script version. It's still on here. Still here. Full damage on hard and everything? Really? Yeah. Huh. I have no issues doing that, which is weird. Make sure you're not running ailment threshold maps, by the way. If that's, you know, that could be an issue. Could be a cause. Now, MOBA is updated, Red Skull. If you guys aren't seeing the MOBA, make sure you close out of your browser and go back on MOBA. If that doesn't work, click on my profile and click back on the build. The MOBA, I don't know why it's been having issues with updating the cache for you guys to like find new stuff. in the new builds and updates. So but yeah, make sure you do that just to find everything new. That should help. How do you suggest to migrate from the 12 mil version to the 16? Buy the new defensive gear and then the new Joels, and then from there, you could flip over and then just get the gloves later down the line. But why am I not running Rockiatas? I didn't have the currency, but now I do have the currency. But I'm thinking if I want to, you know, either spend all my currency on that or just try to save up a little bit, and just kind of see what happens. Maybe I get some better drops, you know, some other stuff we can get like Headhunter or something like that. Maybe we can get a Headhunter out of Ritual and we'll just buy Rockiatas, right? I'm still thinking, but yeah, I literally just got the currency to actually buy it like, what, 40 minutes ago? But before then, and all the other versions, I just didn't have the currency to buy it, nor did I get it to drop. So that's why I wasn't running it. Do you mind if I ask questions about the new setup? Weapon points? Yeah, go ahead, Toxic. I have no issues with that. Shoot away, as they say. Wait, we didn't have this? Chad, we didn't have this. Actually, it was a T14 though, right? Yeah, we don't care about T14s. I'm just gonna drop this in the map. Life, chaos damage, or extra reduced damage from crits. I mean, this is not the worst one. The system build was there, and now it's gone. I refreshed all, etc. Try to click on my profile, Eddie, and click back on the build. See if that fixes it. Brazaz, thanks for the follow. Much appreciate it. Could you share the gloves and maybe make a video explaining how to craft them? That'd be very helpful. Yeah, I can share the gloves. Pretty much what you have to start to do is I bought exceptional like evasion gloves. You throw the rune in, and well, actually, I think before I did the rune, I just cast rolled till I got like T1/T2 lightning damage to attacks, right? You can shoot for a T1 if you want, but I just decided to settle on T2. Then from there, obviously, you want to go ahead, after you get that, see if you can fracture on the lightning damage. If you can't, you pretty much just got to redo it again until you can fracture them on, because the craft is pretty hard to hit after that. But once you do fracture on lightning damage, you will then throw the rune in and then just cast roll until you hit +2 proj levels. Then after that, you can go ahead and throw a random prefix on. Did we do prefix? Yeah, you throw a random prefix on, and then you obviously throw the essence for crit damage. Essence of Hysteria, I believe it is called. And then do the Omen of Sinister Crystallization, I think is the name of it. And that'll allow you to target your perfect essences on prefix. Then obviously, since we have a fractured one and then a bad one, we can only target the bad one since the fractured one can't be removed. That'll throw on crit damage. Then from there, you desecrate suffix, and you just got to keep spamming until you get your surpassing chance to fire an additional proj. Then after that, you pretty much just perfect exalt, hope that you hit something on a prefix. If not, then you have to throw in the Ashrid's Creativity rune so you can have additional craft and mod. You use the Sovereign Alloy, then you have to use the other Omen where your perfect essences can only target prefix. That should remove the bad prefix, and then you Omen a Whittle reroll until you hit something good. And then after that, you perfect exalt after you hit the prime speed and hope you hit something good, and then you're done. It's a lot. There is videos out there, but I could go ahead and make a video though. But there is videos out there explaining this craft though. It's a bit of a kind of all over the place craft though. Hold on. My toaster damage is only about half yours, but I find a way more enough to do everything in the game. Now I'm only looking for utility like attack speed, rolling slash, and defenses. Yeah. I mean, if you feel like your damage is good, yeah, definitely go for like defenses and other stuff like you said. MOBA's a little bit buggy. I go to the build publisher and press on the same build and it shows the newer stuff. Yeah, MOBA's like kind of fucked right now. I was just wondering where you moved the points from MOBA set 2 and the damage from the blind enemy section. That was my only question. I moved it down to here to send and deliver because I needed to have the main points to go into Spectral Ward, right? Oh god, chat, I lost my cursor. Chat, my cursor's gone. Oh god. But why do I do that? How does this happen, chat? I wonder if I can get it from back here. There we go. I got it back. Because obviously Spectral Ward I don't want on weapon set points, because that would cock our defensive layers hard. So I just threw down to send and deliver. Joker with the follow, much appreciated. How do you generate frenzy charges? With combat frenzy, so chat, did I lose my cursor again? How did I lose my cursor again? Hello? Is this game good? Yeah, combat frenzy gives us a frenzy charge whenever we freeze an enemy, and then for bossing we have sniper's mark, which again will give us a frenzy charge whenever we crit the enemy. Hold on, we'll get it back, chat. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. Eventually, we'll get it back. What did we do before, chat? I like clicked a bunch of junk and eventually came back. Oh, I seen it for a second. Gotta love the game. I don't know if it's the overlay or what happens. Fudge. Could relog, I guess. That would work too. Might have to relog, chat. Might be cocked. Alright. I'm gonna try this one last thing. I'm just relogging. I don't know why my cursor does this. It's actually just annoying as annoying can get. Alright, yeah, we're relogging. We're relogging. Andy, thank you for the follow. 100%. You just finished running your build. It was so much fun. I had a question for you or chat. When looking for builds on MOBA, is there a verified tab or creator tab generally better? So the verified tab. Let me go to MOBA. All right, if you're looking for builds. So the verified builds is, I believe, just featured builds by like big creators or stuff like that. I'm actually not too sure exactly how they quote unquote feature stuff, right? But like majority of the time they are just by like big creators, right? Like DS Lily, you know what I'm saying? Local Hall, stuff like that. Like Dreamcore, you know, big creators like that. Same thing with down here. I don't know actually if I'm on this or not. But yeah. And then obviously the creator builds are like my builds and other stuff like that, right? Like other creators that aren't in the feature tab. So I would say both of them are good. I don't think one is better than the other ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you're gonna go to the verified and just because it's DS Lily, her builds are gonna be better than other creator builds, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not too sure how you get on the featured page. I could actually go ahead and look. Might be something to do with just like them being part of MOBA longer, or having a better thing with MOBA. I'm not too sure. What support would you replace Rakiatis on? Either Conk Effect or Elemental Armament. Probably Elemental Armament, to be honest. You're not anointing Thermaturgic Dynamism on Amulet for free charge generation? I am not, no. I'm going for just straight damage with Stormbreaker. Because I'm not running charge regulation. Maybe if we got like something else on, I could maybe do charge regulation, but yeah, I'm not running it right now. I don't really find that I need charge regulation. A short will probably help a lot of people on how to craft it. Yeah, low-key. What can this go into? A div? Or a saga? It's not the worst. Probably should do it. By the way, if I have more passive points to use, should I invest it towards Wildcat or go for the Evasion ES nodes near the start of the Monk Tree? You could go for Wildcat. That wouldn't be a bad play. But I mean, definitely like, you know, the ES nodes and stuff like that is never a bad idea to go into as well. It just depends. I mean, I would say probably just Wildcat, to be honest, because we do have a lot of energy shield, like, you know what I'm saying? We're like basically 2k right now, which is pretty good. So just going for more like evasion and stuff probably will be better. Plus, since we don't have deflection on the gloves either, that would help going back into there. Take the Falconer's jacket actually, T4. Dang, we don't have enough space for the Falconer's jacket. Get out of the helmet. Dang. Bench! Hold on. We can make room. We can make room for this. There we go. Okay, keep moving. Just spent 120 divs on the chance orbing util belts. I didn't hit. Now I'm sad. Damn. Yeah. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't hit. It's kind of gamble you take. Like, I was even thinking of like kind of doing the same thing, trying to hit a headhunter, but then I was like, I don't know, because what if you don't hit, then you're, you know, you're down in the hole. I don't know. It's the only issue about doing these things. Oh, we got a boss. It's fun. There we go.
Well, are you planning on keeping that?
Can't find where these abyss pits are at. Are you planning to go for Headhunter or Mage Blood? Probably Headhunter. I do want to get Headhunter, to be honest with you. It's just 300 divines is a big ask for one single piece of gear, right? When I could literally get like Rakiatas and like a Juiced Amulet and all that, you know, and probably something else as well on top of that. So I'm kind of hoping just to hit it on a ritual, to be honest with you. Where can you see the build? Exclamation mark build. Get rid of the Artificer's Orb. There we go. Like, Headhunter would be so good here with all these like rares to just pick up all their modifiers, zoom around, more deep with the layers, more damage, like would be so nice, man. Alright, I think after this I'm gonna go on and just quickly get a preset filter loaded in. I'll hide a lot of these items that we don't need. Can't tell if... Okay. Can't tell if there's an enemy still here or what. Don't think so. Chat, we don't got enough inventory space. Let's just drop a bad map that's like poo-poo. You know, we could use this real quick. Boom, boom, boom. What do we want to do this on? I said there, sure. There we go. Alright, nothing good here. Refresh, defer, re-roll, refresh, defer. 22x. Do we care about 22x? Chat. Do we care about 22x? I'm gonna say no. I mean, it's here again. Might as well grab it. Fire flower. Just squash dang. There we go. Let's go kill boss. I thought I cracked the Abyss code today. First 2 maps forms, a Lyle and Ancient Jawbone, a few Echoes and Divs, then Silence for 6 maps. I feel that. Our first map today too, we dropped a Omen of Light on a literally just non-juiced map. We were just running Jade Isles and it just had Abyss on it. And then, yeah, like you said, start running actual Abyss stuff, you don't get nothing. Alright, we're out of here. Alright, let me see what I missed. If I missed your guys' question, just free put it in chat. So the verified builds are just more of the big middle leg and not necessarily better. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. How does Christians go forward? Like shotgun minus skill random. I'm not running salvo support. What skills in your guide? We not use that if we instead use frenzy charges because all my slots are filled. I think I'd Herald of Thunder, but you could probably drop Herald of Isaac, keep Herald of Thunder for Resonance of Trinity and stuff like that. Uptime of Lightning. I'm running the 16 million DPS variant of the build right now. It's Mobility is all updated. If you're not seeing it, like click on my profile, click back on the build, or completely close your browser out and go back on MOBA. Like how Ritual contains the Twisters for me. Yeah, Ritual's pretty crack for Twisters, not gonna lie. I mean, on a T1 crit damage, that's not even bad. This is bad.
Fine.
If we hit T1 Fizz on this, I'll like actually just leave. T2 cold with T1 crit. It's not even the worst, to be honest. You hit that one a 3.8% crit chance, like, and then we just go Desecrate and just see what happens. You never know. Imagine we hit like T2, T3% fizz damage or something on this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never know. I got to do your funny name meme. It's great. So if for some reason playing multiplayer raises the calling threshold. Really? Oh, that's stupid. Barely low line damage, kind of sucks. You're building COC, but it's starting to get a little expensive on upgrades. I'm thinking to start playing your build. How many divines do I need to spend for a decent setup? A decent setup? Probably only like 50, 60 divs, I would feel like. I mean, that's the version before that I was doing T15 and I did all pinnacles. Right now, the current version I'm running is like 100 divs. Yeah, T6 sucks. Let's go ahead and hit one of these. Yeah, I mean, let's see how much this goes for, but I doubt it goes for a whole lot. 10x, yeah, never mind. Dude, and that was searching everything, by the way? All the modifiers and stuff? Yeah, okay. Get out of there.
So it is.
Actually, what do we have for the thing? Potent liquid ferocity, 3.4 divs. What does this do? Increase effective prefixes, increase effective suffixes on any jewel. And then we do have some stuff over here, like liquid suffering. Okay, that doesn't go for anything. Liquid fear doesn't go for anything. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. This is a bad, like 3 divs. I'll go ahead and sell that because I'm not using it anytime soon. I mean, it's only 3.2, so I'll just take the 3 divs out of it. 124, chat 124. Do I use mouse to play? I use WASD movement. If that's what you're asking. It's really hard to get the final 2 points for the Ascendancy. I need the Protector skill, but I always die because in the Honor ritual to 4th Trial. I don't do Second Trial. I do Trial of Chaos. I find that to be easier for 4th Trial. But that's just me. Okay, Epic. I mean, it sounds cool to play. It kind of sucks that the calling threshold gets raised. It's the same thing for freeze threshold. Like, even if you have freezing mark on an enemy and you're in group play, even though it says it's supposed to freeze them at the whatever, like 70% build up or whatever, you know, the percentage states, it doesn't work. It's just normal. You have to do 100% freeze. So like the only way to get around that for group play would be to run the what do you call it, the Sin Gloves, whatever they're called, that, you know, freezes them at 50%. Like, that's the only thing that works in group play, which sucks. Why am I crafting a bow? Just to see if it hit anything to sell on the market for currency. I'm not running rarity. I have no headhunter. And the reason for that is because I don't have the 300 divs to get a headhunter. Nor have I dropped one or found one in ritual yet. I'm following a COC build with a new ego. The upgrades are just out of reality for me, like 50 divs on an amulet, 100 divs on Arcata gems, etc. Yeah, like I said, I'm at about 100, I'd say 100 divs, 110 divs invested so far in the build. For me personally, of what I've done off of gear upgrades and crafting. But obviously, you know, yours probably will differ from what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? It's really hard to one-to-one copy builds. That doesn't go for much, I don't think, sadly. I forgot I wanted to do that one thing and never did it. But Amethyst Ring T2, sure. Are planning on updating the Mobalytics? That would be awesome. The Mobalytics should be updated. The Mobalytics, I believe, is having issues with fetching new data for people and like showing them updated versions. But it's literally been updated about, I would say, 30 minutes after the new build video came out. If you try clicking on my profile on Mobalytics and then going back to the build, I think it should update it. If that doesn't work, try to close your browser completely out. And then reopen Google, go back to the Mobalytics guide. I've heard one of those ways, right? One of those two ways should completely solve the issue of not seeing the new stuff. That's not going to be a good one. It's only 3p. That one's a 4p. Yeah, we don't care about the runes. We'll go ahead and see if there's anything crazy that'll drop here. Gotta get out of the actual exploding zone. Some for a logbook drop. Okay. About the thermotech generator, am I for frenzies? The thermotech generator, I believe, gets frenzy charges and stuff. Hold on, let me look for it again. Where's it on the map? Somewhere here, right? I believe it's on the skill tree at least. Yeah, I don't know where it's on the skill tree. I might have to bring up PoB to find it. Thought it was down here somewhere, but I might be thinking of something different. Yeah, I thought it was down here somewhere. Unless, yeah, I don't know. It's not annoying, right? I'm not bugging on that. It's better with the Headhunter or Mage Blood.
Let's
I think
go,
Headhunter,
baby!
if you're trying to do like juiced Delirious Abyss maps and other stuff like that, right? Just because there's so many enemies that like in rares you're going to be fighting and killing, so it's better to get all those mods. But I mean, Mage Blood would be more consistent and better for bossing, so I would just choose whatever you're doing. If you're going to be doing more juiced maps, more map gameplay, and other stuff like that, then go for the Headhunter. If you're going to be doing more bossing and not really juiced map gameplay, then you would go for Mage Blood.
Let's go, baby!
I think it's hidden unless you anoint it. Oh, is it? Okay, okay. Well, Mobilytics are, I'm not Mobilytics, but PoB should, I think, have it in. I can go ahead and take a check. I'll like look there and see what's going on there. Lateral through that. Back, boom, boom. Go back in. I have no clue where this. Bro, this is like the worst spot possible to like try to hit her. Okay, she died? Yeah, she died. Okay, thank God. Do 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 do. Let me grab that. Alright, where's the boss at, chat? I think he's down, right? Should be down here. Oh, divine, nice. I can't get around here to get the thing. Hold on. Here we go. Bum, bum, bum. My boy, Laudable, with the gifted sub. Much appreciated, dude. And for the follow to the channel. Welcome for those emotes, brother. Much appreciated. Okay, we gotta go look at to see where the last thing is at, and then we can check what this was. What did this drop again? 3 greater elements, level 19 uncut gem. No, we don't care about that. Okay. Where are you pointing? You're pointing upwards. Okay, it's there. Apparently I passed that and didn't hit that. Okay. It's for the same time to run back to the checkpoint than it is to run up. Bum, bum, bum. They nerfed this build? No, they didn't nerf the build. I'm working on switching to your endgame crit version of the build and have a Palm of the Heart with 4% increased spirit, but I still don't have enough spirit to run all buffs. Make sure your Ghost Dance is qualityed, and then also make sure you're not running anything like Strong-Hearted or, you know, any sort of support gems that are taking additional spirit to run, like Deadly Herald and other stuff like that. Throw all that out, and then again, make sure that you're, if you are running like Strong-Hearted, throw that on your Scepter skill, because it'll negate all the spirit costs to run them. Like I have here, right? So like I'm running like Vitality and Strong-Hearted and all that on the Purity of Fire, but it doesn't take any of this extra spirit to run them. That'll help you out significantly. Okay, well, we want to make sure that you three are good and locked and loaded. Then we refresh. Refresh. Then your build, my mana is going low immediately. Make sure your Whirling Slash is at level 1. Do not level Whirling Slash past level 1. Fire Lightning low roll though. Yeah, it's all low rolls. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Level 1 Rolling Slash, you mean? Yeah, did I not say that? Did I say something else? My bad. Yeah, Rolling Slash level 1. With your gloves, what do you think the most important stats are? And those are really good. Anything close to that on the market are 100, 200 divs. So trying to do something similar. I would say definitely the +2 proj levels are the most important. After that, it would be the proj speed. And then probably like crit damage, and then lightning damage, then chance to fire additional projectile. Thanks for the build. Halfway there to the 12 mil crit version. Hell yeah, Kennergy. Nah, you're good, you're good. Yeah, the Whirling Slash, you want to level 1, so this skill right here, you want it to be level 1. What are the most important items to run on the build? Number 1 is the Taming Ring for sure, so it just doubles your damage. After that, it'd probably be the Ordained Spear, and then I guess the Scepter for like damage wise. Those are the 3 most important. Then obviously for defensive layers, I mean, it's just running like hybrid, right? Like evasion, energy shield. So there's nothing really that's super important. Like you need to get this piece over this piece. They're all pretty much the same on that sort of front. For jewels, I would say the most important one probably is the time loss, because it gives us a lot of crit chance and crit damage. And then after that, it'll probably be the From Nothing with the Crimson Assault, so we can gain like careful consideration and stuff like that. Frenzy Baird. Then our Heart of the Well with cold and lightning damage gained, and then the controlled metamorphosis with the medium large ring. Do you think Prism Relief with +3 twisters would be a good upgrade? Yeah, it'd be really good for damage. I'm trying to think where you would put it though. You would have to grab another jewel socket, that's the issue. Alright, we're gonna try this one. We might die on this map, chat. I mean, this is a increased damage. Extra damage is lightning. But we'll see. So we have one thing left with Delirium. We want to have Abyss and then Ritual. So I need to get another Abyss and Ritual tab. How much are the Raw Sagas? I have so many of these. 162. Let's get a good best tab in chat. Alright, so let's see something. This is increased effectiveness up to 100%. Increased number of air monsters. I mean, that's a really good one. Best bits are always like live rewards to additional rare monsters. That's also a pretty good one. This one's bad. This one's not the worst. Okay, so we have 2 good abyss tablets. We'll just keep these. Boom, boom. We need ritual. And we're gonna need more delirium too, low-key. I can't find my tablets. There we go. Rituale. Let's grab all of them. Let's make sure that all these are at least that. We're gonna need more alch orbs. 8 for 3.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
There we go. Alright, let's see. Not really the best, so we'll just slam all the ones that aren't rare. Make sure they're all fully hit. Okay, look through them. At level 94, I only see 22 passive points for weapons I want to do. Isn't it supposed to be 24? It should be 24. Yeah, it should be 24. You thought of any other builds you're going to do this league? I haven't really looked in a whole lot. I do want to do one final update of this build. Like I said, I'd love to get both Rakiatas, Garkins, like a Headhunter on the build, maybe a better Ami. Alright, craft our spear out. So do like 1 or 2 more updates potentially, and then kind of move on. So I haven't really looked into a whole lot of other stuff, but I'm going to be doing that pretty soon. We need omens, low-key. I mean, this is omens, but like no reduced stuff, which kind of sucks. I mean, probably do the Omen one, because it's experience gold, which is Boopoo. And then, I mean, besides the reduced attributes, I mean... And then Delirium, we need Delirium tab. That's fine. Alright, we got our maps. Or our tabbies. Bum bum. I have the same problem. I'm level 92 and I only have 22 weapon points from so 1 and 2. Do you know why? It's because you missed something in the story that gave weapon points. So you need to go back and look for that. Wait, did we do double ritual? Oh, we need a delirium. That's right, delirium tablet in there. Mirror delirium. So ritual, delirium, abyss. Okay, we're gonna go for the next map. Oh, you mean I missed something on Act 1 or 2, 3, 4? I have no clue which one you missed. I can't really tell, right? Because there's like, you know, passive points that you get on all those acts. So yeah, you have to go back and look. I don't know if you do. I don't know if there's a command. Is there any easy way, chat, to tell like exactly which ones you missed? Throughout the campaign to know like, okay, I need to go back and get this. I gotta be careful on this one, chat, because like again, this is need you to come out of your thing, so I need my bear to come out. This way is. Oh yeah, come out, come out. I need the bear to get pulled back. I need you to come out. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, he died. I didn't know his thing up.
You make this harder on yourself.
You gotta come out of your thing, buddy. Come out of your thing, buddy, my old man, buddy, old pal. There we go. Queen of the Mist. Oh, dang, we got a queen thing. Let's not die here. There we go. Yeah, all these omens suck though. Chat, they all suck. Maybe there's better ones though that she gave us. I don't know how that works. Do you think this build is doable in SSF? By that I mean like clear the whole Atlas of Pentacles. Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. Missed 2 points of the campaign. Yeah, I don't know if there's any way to like specifically tell really easily on which ones you missed without like going through and looking at all of them. I mean, like obviously you can look on the map, and if the boss, like the areas, there should be a little skull with a plus symbol. That means that if you haven't done it, then it'll give like passive points and stuff. Could also be a quest that maybe you just haven't turned in, to be honest too. You know, maybe you turned it in but just didn't accept the reward. Oh my god, I'm stuck. There we go. Get back in, as I go. And of course, you're in the thing where I can't damage you. Can I damage you now? I can damage you now. Nice. You have a thing. Oh my god, I'm gonna suck on a pole. Yeah, we're dead. I knew we were dead the second. He has Undying Will. That's so annoying. Ugh, so annoying. We got slowed and stuck in there. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate, chat. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. Wait, hold on. There we go. 1 second, guys. Sorry, I'm just replying this. Holy, hold on. Alright, we're back. I just had the biggest spider absolutely coming down off the ceiling right next to me. We're good though. I took care of it. That actually kind of scared me. I was like, holy. How did your twisters move so fast? Is that because of the sniper smart? Now, if you hold your cursor closer to your character and then twister, right, it just moves a lot quicker than if you hold it farther away. So try to hold it close as you can to yourself, and then also use your movement as well. So like, for me, it's WAC to move, right? Whatever you have, your controller, your thumbstick, if you're on whatever, right? Whatever you use to move, if you also hold it like right on top of your character won't move, right? Because it's too close to yourself. But you can use your movement stuff to like move with your WASD, and that kind of like giga juices your speed. I'm not gonna lie. I think this build is really easy to play. You're having a lot of fun. Hell yeah. Not sure what's not Barrage and Twister. I get you. It's not for everybody, right? But I mean, the great thing about the game is there's a lot of builds and stuff. So you know, if you don't enjoy this build, I mean, there's a bound to be another build out there. You could be enjoying, or should enjoy more, I should say. Stop pushing me backwards, man. An idea when I refresh my character in PoE Ninja, it doesn't show DPS and resist. I have no clue, no. Ninja does seem a bit bugged though, to be honest with you. When it comes to updating some stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was the issue. Okay, this guy apparently has 1 billion health. Look at me now, his faces. Look at me now. More attack speed equals more move speed, essentially? Yeah, basically. Found some decent gloves, much cheaper. It's got physical damage instead of lightning, but also deflection from evasion. Not the worst. Ideally, we would want to have flat LE damage just because we need a lot of lightning. Since we are converting all the physical to cold, right? We already have a really huge abundance from the spear. So we kind of need more flat lightning. But yeah, it's not the worst. If they're cheap and you're just using it as a, you know, stepping stone for a bit, it's fine. But if you're going to be spending, just say, like 5-10 divines on them, I probably wouldn't be doing that. Just kind of tanky, yeah. There we go. Oh, don't run into their faces. That's not a good idea. Yo, stop stunning me. There we go. Holy. Yeah, Headhunter would be like so nice for these maps though. Just the amount of damage you get off of having it. Or the ritual tablet. Of the overseer tablet. Wink, 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 wink. Yeah, that should pretty much kill anything that's in here, yeah. 1 billion DPS Twister Spirit Walker, yeah, right? Should upload that. Oh my god, right? As short, stuff like that. New meta tech discovered. Times 10 your DPS instantly. Click here to subscribe to find out. Imagine. Like those, what do you call it? I don't know if you guys ever get those like ads of like those fitness like influencers, and they're like, My routine will get you ripped in 30 days. Click the link below to figure out how to do it. Like, okay, bro. Yeah, sure. What anoint do you plan for helmet? I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't really thought about it too much. Members only videos, facts. Like, come on, you know, they're just doing it to get you to, you know, try to like sign up and stuff like that, just to get money out of you. Like, it's so obvious. Alright, one more ritual. You need a filter? Yeah, right. I'm still using my leveling filter. I'm just so lazy, man. Like, I should make a new one. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just being lazy. Nothing ever comes out of being lazy, let's be honest. Wonder if the last ritual's inside with this dude. Or let's check it is not. I love how this chick like consistently just runs around in circles. Drop a divine for me? You won't? Dang, chat, she didn't drop a divine. What was that about? Where's the last ritual at? I mean, it has to be up here somewhere, right? For sure, for sure. Yeah, there we go. Is there any way we can know how fast our projectile speed is? Yeah. Look in your 12 DPS, it should tell you. I'll show you here in 1 second. Let me just kill these guys. But I hate shield users, man. They block so much stuff. It's crazy. If you go to your thing and go to your twisters, and you go down to projectiles, it'll say projectile speed and stuff like that, right? Speed modifier is 134 right now. And I wonder if that's because we have a buff on. Hold on, or if that's just how quick we have it right now. What if we dodge roll? Does that go up? Out of curiosity. And it doesn't. Okay, so when you dodge roll and you consume for our prime, like our alpha other stuff, the projectile speed isn't gonna tell you how much it is, but just know we have a lot of projectile speed. Because you're getting like, I think 270 or something like that. 270 or 300, something like that percent projectile speed when you dodge roll. On top of whatever you have already. Oh, what are we missing here? Okay, there we go. Let's say what's going on here. Do we want to grab these, chat? Probably not. Get around to the map. If you had Rockiata's any support gems to add a little damage to attacks, you'd socket. If I had Rockiata's flow, I'd probably throw out like elemental armament, to be honest. That's what you're asking. I have a question for you. I don't know what build to do. Should I do this one or the monk build people are playing? Monk build. The Whirling Assault, is that what you're talking about, Zero? The like Whirling Assault monk, like spin to win build? Yeah, Whirling Assault looks really good. There's something that looks bad about the thing. I know my boy Moxie has had a few builds on that, and it looks pretty good. He's done, you know, a really good job like covering that build. And yeah, it looks good. I mean, nothing looks bad about the build. I would say this build probably does more bossing damage, but I think his probably has like a smoother playstyle when it comes to not needing as many button combos, right, to get your damage out. But I think they're both fine. I would just kind of pick the one you like the look of more, and just kind of go with that. To be honest, I don't think you could really go wrong with either one. I don't know why I have this in here. This needs to go over to here. I need more Val Orbs. Let's try a lot of monster rarity one. Let's just try this one. See how this feels. Yeah, I don't know, Zero. I mean, they both look good, to be honest. I mean, I'm gonna be biased, so I'm just, you know, I'm gonna say Twisters. But you know, that's up to you. I mean, what Epic saying is true. I would assume you mean Whirling Assault. Is really good on low gear. So I mean, how much gear do you have? Are you just starting the league, or is this your second character? Out of curiosity. Bro, can we get rid of the? Thank you. There we go. We need to pull you back out of your zone. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Hopefully you're out now. I don't know, actually. Yeah, she's dead. Okay. I have Deny at level 94. Done pretty much everything. I got like 80 does to spend. I would say you can make both pretty viable, to be honest. I mean, definitely Whirling Saw you can make really good, and then Twisters you can make a pretty good version as well with the currency that you have. Yeah, I would just, I mean, have you played Twisters at all? I would say kind of go like this. If you want a more hands-on approach and you want a little bit more to do mapping, then definitely Twisters is the run. If you want to have an easier time while mapping, a little bit less thought to go into the combos that you're pressing, right? And maybe a little bit easier time on the fingers, then probably Whirling Assault. But again, both are really good, so it's not like one is going to be better than the other, right? So that is really just up to you. All right, let's get a Mirror of Calandra out of this chest. Yep, there it is, chat. A Mirror of Jawbone. It's a new item introduced. Yo, chill. Why's this guy like this? Yo, chill, bro. This guy went crazy for no reason. But I need to get, you guys need to move out of your thing. There you go. Give me that echoes. Do we have another against the heart here? It kind of seems like it, huh, chat? Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe we got fooled. Alright, I need to get a better filter. Ah, there's so much junk on the ground. Actually, hit this real quick. Now let's kill this guy. There we go. Where's your chest? There you go. Brah. Bump, bump, bump. My fire damage is much higher than Cold and Lightning. What would you do to replace Trinity? Oh, replace Trinity, like you're asking what I replace. Probably not. Even without it, I mean, I guess you could replace it with Ellie Conflux if you're at a point where you're not getting anything other than just fire damage up. But I would say definitely try to get a Heart of the Diamond with extra damage is cold, extra damage is lightning. And then, you know, try that. Try to roll some lightning damage if you can. Lightning cold on your ring, lightning damage on gloves. You can also do cold damage on gloves as well if you can, like double dip in those. Make sure you're popping your ice tipped arrows. That'll help. And that should at least give you cold resonance. And at that point, you would have more consistent damage than running like Ellie Conflux or anything else, really. And I mean, like I said, if you look at my stuff while I'm mapping, like right now I'm at like, you know, 2, 2, 3. I would say majority of the time I'm at
Let's go,
cold
baby!
fire, and then we have times where we're at all 3. I mean, that definitely gives you a lot of damage, right? Like right now I'm at 2, right? I'm at cold fire resonance. It's 2.5, 2.8, only have 4, yeah. No, defer, reroll. Defer, reroll. Defer. Feel right. Okay, my chat went away. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. We're good. We're back. My boy, Deadable, with the another gifted sub. Much appreciated, dude. Thank you for the support today, man. Much appreciated. Get some W's in the chat for the boy. You never played it, but it does look fun. Yeah, I would, like I said, I don't want to influence and push you in one direction, right? But I've been really enjoying my time with Twisters this league. So, I'll just leave it at that. I'm actually kind of surprised on how good we're surviving in these 200% delirious maps, to be honest with you, without Headhunter. I definitely thought it would be a thing where, like, we really need Headhunter right now to survive. Obviously, we did die once, but that's just because I got super slowed and couldn't really move. But, I mean, beyond that, we seem to be doing pretty damn good. Like, I'm kind of, like, not really, I feel like, ever in a thing where I'm just, like, almost getting one-tapped the whole time. And then once we get Headhunter, I mean, we should just be zooming through these, literally, in like a blink of an eye. Just bought the game. Any class recommendations? Lonely, what I would say is definitely Huntress is really good this league, right? With Twisters, that's what I'm playing. Monk is also another really good thing this league. A lot of good builds that you can do with Monk, especially with like Whirling Assault. You got Flicker Strike, you know, you have other stuff as well that you can do. But those are the two kind of more popular builds with that. If you want to do something completely ranged, but you don't want to do spells, the Deadeye, we can do 2 casts here. The Deadeye with, you know, Ice Shot and stuff like that, Snipe is really, really powerful. So I would go ahead and do one of those as well. Like if you were thinking about something ranged with bows. But again, I don't mean, what kind is your playstyle? Are you looking for something ranged, non-spells? You want to do spell stuff, minions, melee? Which one of these sells for the most, chat? Oroths, Vorianas, Utrids, or Medvids? I don't know, I'm probably pronouncing all these wrong. Okay. Listen, I didn't, don't worry about it. Let me go check. Let's see which one. I don't know. I know the big one is like, I don't think we have the big one, right? Isn't the big one like, I don't know. I don't know all the sagas. Yeah, Oldors is the huge one. Let's see. Divines. 13 for 1, so that's not a good one. Giannis is also not a good one. Okay, Uhtred's is 1 for 1 at least. And then what was the last one, chat? I think Oroths. So Uhtred's the best one I know. Utrids is the one that's on for the most. And we have no inventory space. Get the spear out of here. Why do I have that spear? Okay. I just bought the Sacred Flame Scepter, 6% fire, 2 socket, 1 rabbit, and the other one that gives me 50% ES and evasion. That's quite good. Hell yeah. W. Just a Swisser and empowered skill. Oh my god, why am I so slowed? Holy. No, it is not. Not to my knowledge. It's honestly probably one of the worst areas for this, because like everything. Okay, who decided to make chilled 50% reduce action speed? Whose bright idea was to do that? Like, I actually just can't do anything. If I can get read up on that, if I can, nice. Let's go ahead and shatter real quick. Get with the stuff that we want. And my game crashed. Nice. Me as a monk with 100% curse reduction plus 50% negated effect on negative effects. I wish I had that epic. That kind of sounds so nice right now. Yeah, I can show my toaster damage when I get back to the hideout. I'm looking at Bear Shaman, if I'm correct. Bear running around with fireballs. Yeah, that's I don't know actually how much they changed this league, but last league was a really good build. Just wanted to say that I've been enjoying your build, though my ascendancy is ritualist. It's been awesome, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Never fear. Yes, I have the live build, exclamation mark build. So how's everybody been, huh? How you guys been? While we sit here and wait for the game to, you know, decide to work. Oh, there we go, it's working. It's that evasion ES cluster near the 30% or 6% crit damage cluster? Really? Where? Do you know the name of it exactly, Epic? So this is definitely not the like area that I would like to be fighting at, just because everything is like so. Make sure we're dodge rolling to get that effect. Okay, you know what? We'll probably just wait till after we do all these. It just seems like absolute just cancer. Don't want to pick that up. Holy, don't do that. I don't need that at all. The teachings of the keeper. I got you. Hold on. Okay, let me go ahead and just do this real quick, chat. No, I don't want to do that. All right, chat. So we're gonna go from this to, hold on, that. So much better. So much better, chat. I can actually see the ground now. Just pretend. We can keep all this, to be honest. Do you have an exceptional? Probably should grab the exceptional. What can we drop for the exceptional? We can drop one of you. Actually, why do I have the T3 bow? Get this out of here. Keep moving. And then we did all this, right? Yeah, we only got boss left. Do I really need to use 2 sets of weapons for this to work? You don't need to use it for it to work, but like it's just so much quality of life stuff that's like, why not use it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it literally makes the build like 10 times more enjoyable to play if you use these sets. I'm missing some elements of yours, but survivability and damage went through the roof on the core elements. Hell yeah. First into the keeper, got you. Never had one of this drop this good before. Dang, that's actually max rolled rarity. Yeah, it's really good. How much does that go for, out of curiosity? That seems insane. Damn, 1200 divs. What the fuck? W. Let's see. This one, the Change of the Keeper. Gain deflection rate equal to 8% evasion, 10% faster each chart. Need to allocate both the notables, then in the middle, a new notable appears with 50% curse reduction and 50% reduced effect. Really? Interesting. Biggest deal I got was Skyslayer with 26 attack speed for 1 chaos. Wow, that's really good. Wish I could have snagged that.
What's new? I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Twister damage? Yeah, here you go. I'm at 52.7k. Oh, is there anything more here, chat? I don't think so, right? I'm not seeing anything. Nothing. We do have a sim splinter. Oh, it's a grand mirror, actually. We'll keep that for later. We can do this stuff here, though. Hey, 70% item rarity? You know what? We're gonna try it. P16. It just sucks that it's double cold, so it's cold chaos. But, we'll try it. Bump. What spear are you running on your second weapon set? This spear. You just basically just want one with a lot of increased attack speed. Oh, for weapon set 2? Oh, my bad. This spear, the Ordained. just really good crit chance, LE, lightning, all that. How do you get the Grand Mirror to spawn to do 200% Delirium maps? I finished the Delirium quest and I haven't seen the Grand Mirror at all. You just basically gotta run Delirium tablets, right? And just keep running Delirium on your maps, and eventually it'll pop up and be like, a nearby map has whatever, you know, like been influenced or whatever the like exact wording is. And then you find that for the Grand Mirror, and you run that to throw Delirium on other maps, like how we have those huge clusters. And then once you do that, instead of it, you know, kind of like having a bar and being like, hey, you know, you need to make sure you're running this way and stuff like that, right? And hit these mirrors and stuff. It'll be a bar at the bottom that'll slowly fill up with a percentage. And then that's how you do the Delirious maps. The Ordained Spirit looks good. It's just trying to find one that's decently priced. Yeah. Like, the Ordained Spirit just a kind of like a good middle ground. It's not that expensive. It's good for like DPS, right? It's stuff like that, compared to trying to find like a T1 crit chance, a Quain Spear, you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff, like it should be much cheaper than that. So that's why I ran it. What am I trying to clear here? Is it this dude? There we go. Just bought one and divine it. Just buy one, divine it yourself. True, you could do that too. Yeah. I mean, when I was looking, for 14 divs, you can buy a 7%, you know, crit chance, Quain Spear with pretty much the same. Okay, let's go to this. Pretty much the same like mods and stuff like that I have on mine. Which, you know, obviously isn't the best, but I'm clearing everything with it, so it's not. It'll do. Or, like you said, just buy one as cheap as you can, non-corrupt, and just divine it yourself. Either one will work. Bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. First time here and I'm watching you and Snoop for the Twister build, but both you go crit at some point and I can't make it work. Skill tree is the same when I started with Tangle Tongue. I mean, Tangle Tongue is not the worst to start with, but definitely heavily is gonna get out replaced and drop off pretty heavily once you get to like T15 maps. I would advise trying to get an Ordained Spear. It shouldn't be that expensive, like 14, 15 divs, and it's basically will carry you for the rest of the game until you want to, you know, upgrade into a full T1 crit chance of coin with like good damage rolls. None may leave. Oh yeah? I'm not gonna leave the island? This guy's kind of like being annoying right now. Stop getting out of your anti-burst phase, please.
Your mark is gone.
Okay, well the issue is I'm not hitting him. There we go. Now he's dead. Everything's good, yeah. Everything's good. We'll take the tiara actually because it is a pretty good high roll on that. Or 191, not 200%. Would a zero step clinched boots be better than normal ones for deflection? Let me check. I think I looked at this before. For deflection. If you have no other deflection rating, right, like no other gain deflection as evasion, then yes. The issue is obviously once you get to a certain percentage, like gaining the 51% deflection, if you have deflection, you know, on like, for example, your body armor and you have it on your boots, then it's like, well, you're already at kind of 40%. So it's like, you probably can get better boots somewhere else, right? But I mean, for a cheap alternative, it'd be fine to run them until you can get some good hybrid boots. But yeah, we have what, T1 flat with that T2% increase. I mean, it's not the worst. I mean, I don't. Yeah, unfortunate. Let's just see what this goes for. 10x. Okay.
Yes.
Unfortunate.
There are supplies. Indeed.
I have the feeling this will be a rough ride.
Alright, chat. We should have, I think. Okay, where's this thing at? Bro, why is the Delirium Splinters not in the Delirium tab? That's what I want to know. Why do I gotta go to Fragments? We have a sim. We're like them. $6.2 divs you can sell for. It's not the worst, actually. Are you on PoE Ninja? The mobilist guide has just has the base items and not the modifiers you have in them. That shouldn't be the case. Mobilist should have everything on them. No, there's all the modifiers are on all the pieces of gear. 12 mil version also has all the modifiers on all this stuff. In-game crit also has all the modifiers. Relic crit version also has all the modifiers. The leveling stuff doesn't, obviously. But I mean, I did that on purpose, obviously. I put on some modifiers which you want to look for, but yeah, I mean, everything past that should have it. Are you not seeing that on the items? You already at 61% chance to deflect? Then I don't think you would need the boots, to be honest. I'll just go for more like hybrid evasion energy shield boots, to be honest. Is Aura's conviction on primal bounty really important for the build? If yes, can you explain why? Yeah, it is pretty important. The main reason is, hold on, let me put my cat back on my bottle of water so I don't spill it. Well, the main reason is whenever you dodge roll normally, right, with primal bounty, you get one use of that increased additional attack speed plus additional projectiles that you get, right? Obviously, with Oroth's conviction, it'll say that supported skills gain 2 additional empowered skill uses. So instead of, you know, dodge rolling one attack, then you got to dodge roll again to get another attack, you can get 3 attacks out of 1 dodge roll. So basically 3x is the amount of damage you're doing because, you know, you're gaining 3 additional empowered uses. So it just kind of is a nice quality of life thing there. They're running through maps, you know, you can boop, empowered use, boop, empowered use, boop, empowered use, then you dodge roll, and then again, you have 3 more uses, right? That you can kind of go through the map before you have to dodge roll again. How did you make the gloves? And we covered it. And you can go back and look on, I believe, Friday's stream. I think we did craft the gloves on. But I could look into making a video on it. It is kind of a lengthy process. Well, not really lengthy, just more kind of complicated on what you have to use. But there is videos out there to craft on how to craft the gloves and stuff like that. But I could look into making a video on them. What upgrades am I looking for besides Rakiatas and Garkins? Headhunter would be nice, or Mage Blood. I'm thinking about flipping out the amulet for like a distorted one with maybe like Ellie Conflux or Trinity on it to free up a slot for some other different skill to run. And then after that, maybe like an Against the Darkness or something like that on the tree. But mainly it's for that. I mean, also we could get a 3k evasion body armor, which would be nice too. What gives your twisters fire, ice, etc.? The taming ring. It gives all 3 effects: ignite, shot, and shield on our twisters and stuff. Is there any reason you're not using the views when on website? It can give you 24% attack speed and 60% more proj damage after you've done a melee hit. So we actually have tried running that spear, and in my testings, the projectile damage does not increase weapon set 2's damage. Like I said, we were running through maps, we were doing about like 90k damage without the spear. Then once we threw it on, did melee damage and stuff, right? Which should proc the increased proj damage. We went over to our weapon set 2 and looked, and we still only had like 90k damage. So I did not see my damage tooltip go up at all. So unless it is doing the increase in damage and just not showing it, I don't think the proj damage persists on weapon set 2. Reduce duration bleed on you, it's really important. And that body armor? No, it's not. It's not. I probably should go to the mobilytics and just take out all the stats that aren't important on all pieces of gear. But yeah, I just imported it over from PoB, put the PoB code in, and you know, tweak some of the skills and tree stuff. But I didn't go in on each piece of gear and remove the like dead modifiers. But like bleed would be a dead modifier, as well as like the reduced. I think this has like stun threshold. That would be pretty much a dead modifier. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like mana on a belt's a dead modifier. Thorns is a dead modifier. So I probably should just go back and clean that up so it's not confusing at all on what you want to look for. Let's go, baby! Asvit with the sub, much appreciated, man. Welcome to the channel. W's in the chat for the boy. Enjoy those emotes. Glad you're vibing out and enjoying the streams. Welcome. Thank you for the guide for my first PoE league. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, yeah. So I do have some bad news. I think sadly I have to go now. I thought I was going to have a lot longer to stream, but apparently what I have to do got pushed up. I have a meeting I got to go to, and normally I was supposed to be at like 5, but it got pushed up till now. So I'm going to have to go do that. But we'll be back again tomorrow, and we'll do another like 7-8 hour stream, something like that, much longer tomorrow. And then hopefully we can get the currency to either get, I don't know, maybe a headhunter. If not, we'll probably just grab like a Rakiatas, maybe try to craft a better Ami, and stuff like that. Like I said, I want to do one more update for you guys on the build and kind of show you guys like, you know, hey, this is with headhunter and the lineage support gems. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we can really blast with if you put like, you know, 600 more divines into the build. But it's crazy to say because it's 2 items. Like it's a headhunter and guard comes at 600 divines. Like, whoa, that is insane. But we'll see. We'll see what we're doing tomorrow. Again, like I said, sorry guys. I expected to be able to stream for another like 2 hours before I had to go. If you guys need any more help or have any questions, please just at me in the Discord. I'll try to go ahead and answer those questions as soon as I can. But yeah, we'll be live, like I said, tomorrow at like 12 p.m. East or earlier. And then we'll be streaming for a lot longer. I'm going to make your build. I also came in game, but I can clear the maps fast, but I can't do much damage on bosses. If you're not having uptime on bosses, I mean, it depends what version you're on. If you're still on the freeze version, you need to freeze them before your damage comes online to try to go for more cold damage. If you're on the non-cold version, which would be the, I think, our version, the 60 mil, then obviously you would just need to make sure that you're reducing the reses with our Ellie weakness, and then try to look at your crit chance too. Try to have that around the 55 to 60% base without buffs, and try to get as much flat damage on your gloves and rings as you can. And as well as having like an Ordained Spear or a really good coin with T1 crit chance and really good flat damage. And that should help you significantly with bossing damage. But as always, guys, again, thank you guys for vibing out. I will see you guys tomorrow. And like I said, if you guys have any additional questions or you need my help with the build, please just go ahead and ask me in the Discord. I got you guys. But we should be live a lot longer tomorrow, so I hope to see you guys back with us then. But peace out, everybody. Have a good one, guys.